I want to give you my thoughts tonight about censorship. I'm just so angry and aggravated because of some of the attitudes that people have out there with channels and attacking channels because of ideas or beliefs or even the information that they are presenting because they don't conform to their way of thinking. So they attack, and even that information that touches on the truths, and they know it's the truths, they're trying to hide that from other channels. So when you are attacking a particular channel or idea or belief or information, what you're really doing is giving your power away. For instance, I have a few channels that I'm talking about that went down, like Dutch Sense and Sheila Aliens and Mike from Patriotic Space, and even the high profile channels like Alex Jones that they have been censoring for some of the stupidest crap I've ever heard of. And when you attack these channels, when it's individuals attacking these channels because they don't like what they have to say or don't like what they're viewing, so they flag it in order to get that channel tagged and taken off. And the newest one for me on my subs is Henny 2010 The Countdown. And what really bothers me is these bullies out there on the playground, and they think they're doing something wonderful, and haha, I'm pulling a channel down. What you've done is you've given your power away from yourself. You've given that power away to groups that are not working in your best interest because you've trailblazed a way for them to be able to make it easier to take your freedom of speech away. And believe you me, this will make it much easier for them to be able to hide truths from you, regardless of your personal beliefs, or mine, or his, or any representative group out there. What you don't understand is this, that they're trying to use this as a form of attack, rally you up and get you angry about a certain thing, and let's attack a certain channel, because it's their way of using each other in order to hide those ideas or beliefs or even environment awareness issues in order to keep the information away from us and you, and taking those personal freedoms of being a human being on this planet. They want to take that particular information away about all kinds of subjects, everything that you can think of, anything that you can think of, whether it's, chemtrails, weather, disclosure of UFOs. You're taking your right, your own personal right for protection of values that we hold dear. The right and values to know about cancers, what causes cancer, environmental issues, about because of you being a bully on the playground, and you're sitting there laughing silently to yourself. The only one you're hurting is yourself in the long run, because you've not only endangered yourself of not knowing this information, not knowing this knowledge that may very well save your life. So think twice when you start tearing down a channel or flagging an individual channel because you could not agree with what their beliefs are. I want you to consider the thoughts, ideas, beliefs like stars in the sky, and it's filled like a Milky Way with hundreds of billions of people inputting into the heavens. And I want you to look at censorship as something that kills and makes those stars die and fall. And eventually, as censorship takes a grip over channels and people and paper and schools or any way that we receive information, the sky begins to lose its luster, and soon you're sitting in nothing but a deep, vast space of dark emptiness. There isn't anything good about having censorship. What you invoked was the power to them by flagging and censoring thoughts and ideas that you don't agree with. And it's okay to agree to disagree. It's not okay to censor those channels because you don't conform to those ideas. That's fine, that you don't want to do that. You didn't destroy that person's ability to have that thought or idea or belief system. What you've done was you just kept that information from being shared with you. Freedom of speech and expression is one of the most important rights that we have in this country. Our forefathers knew this and acknowledged it with our great Constitution, which protects the rights of the citizens of the Americans. Censorship is a complete contradiction to that concept that helped make America great. If we don't stand up for our rights for freedom of speech, then someday it may be taken away altogether. Every day there are people out there trying to ban and snuff out these stars and these ideas with censorship. And you have the right to know. You have the right to be given the information so that you can share it and maybe find hope in a cure for cancer, or maybe see the beauty in nature, or protect it. Censorship must be stopped at all cost. I'm going to leave the link for my friend Henny 2010, The Countdown, below. But I want you to think about everything that we talked about tonight. And I want you to